All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at a super simple but seriously powerful technique from communication expert Vin Jiang. It's a method that can make your voice clearer and way more impactful, and you can feel the difference almost immediately. You know that feeling, right? You've got this great idea, you're trying to make a point, but your words they kind of fizzle out before they land. You end up mumbling, or people are always leaning in going, sorry, what was that again? Well, turns out the fix is a lot simpler than you'd think. So where does this problem even come from? To really get it, let's start with a story that shows how even the pros can totally miss the mark. So Vin Jiang, who's this master communicator, tells this great story about his first trip to the US. He's Australian, and the way he speaks works perfectly fine back home. But in Texas, it completely fell flat. Nobody, and I mean nobody, could understand a word he was saying. And this quote just says it all. He got this brutally honest feedback from a Texan. It's hilarious, right? But it perfectly captures the problem. They didn't have an issue with him. They literally just couldn't process the sounds he was making. Now, you might be thinking the solution is to change your accent or something, but nope, that's not it at all. The real problem is a mechanical one, and it all boils down to this word, articulation. And this is a really important distinction. Articulation has nothing to do with your accent. It's about the pure mechanics of speaking, the physical movements of your lips, your tongue, your jaw, to create clean, crisp sounds. And this leads us to a huge aha moment. More often than not, mumbling is just a symptom of lazy, undertrained mouth muscles. And the best part about muscles? You can train them. This totally reframes the issue. It's not a personal flaw, it's just a physical skill that you haven't developed yet. Which brings us to the good stuff, the actual practical workout for your mouth. This is the simple exercise that can give you those immediate results we've been talking about. And here's the game plan. It's just 3 simple steps. First, we're going to overdo our mouth movements. Second, we're going to inject energy into every single word. And third, all it takes is a commitment of just 5 minutes a day. So let's break that down real quick. For step 1, you want to feel your face working. Seriously, exaggerate every single syllable. For step 2, you have to fight that natural urge to let your energy fade at the end of a sentence. And for step 3, just find a book. Any book will do. And read out loud for 5 minutes, really focusing on those first 2 steps. That's your gym session. I know, this might sound a little weird or abstract, but trust me, the effect is not subtle. It's immediate. Let's look at a real example of how this works. So check this out. On the left, that's what we usually do. The energy is there at the start, but then it just trails off into nothing. But on the right, wow, that's the same person applying the technique. Every single word has power and weight. It's an instant shift from sounding hesitant to sounding clear and assertive. Here's a fantastic way to feel this. Most people, when they count, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. See how the energy just drops? Instead, try this. Give every single number the same amount of juice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the consistent energy you're aiming for in your sentences. And in the live coaching session this is from, the change was just incredible. The second the speaker started focusing on over-articulating and energizing his words, he went from sounding kind of unsure to sounding completely clear, crisp, and so much more confident. The physical change created a psychological one. Okay, so this brings us to the most crucial part. How do you actually make this a part of your life? The key isn't spending hours and hours on it. It's all about building a small, consistent habit. 5 minutes. That's it. That's the whole commitment. That's all it takes every single day to build the muscle memory you need for incredibly clear and articulate speech. So let's just recap the big takeaways here. Number 1, clear speech is a physical skill you can learn, not some innate talent. Train it by exaggerating your mouth movements and keeping that energy level consistent. And the most important thing, consistency over intensity every single time. Look, you're probably going to feel a little silly doing this at first. You might think you sound weird or like you're trying way too hard. Just push past that feeling. The goal here isn't to put on some new accent. It's simply to be understood. Because when you know you're being understood, your confidence goes through the roof. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Think about your meetings, your conversations, your big presentations. What could you really accomplish if you knew, without a doubt, that every single word you spoke landed with true impact?